Hi everyone, this is Zach Blackman, and I'm here today to give you all an overview of the Residence Life and Housing Intranet. This is a resource that you'll use throughout the year to access a variety of tools, documents, and resources from the department. So here on the screen you can see kind of the homepage of the Intranet. We have some welcome letters from our Dean and Director of Residence Life, Donna and Matt. This top box here where my mouse is that says announcements is where we will post things throughout the year as we get ready to go into a process or to close for winter break, those kind of things, to direct you more easily to resources. So pay attention to that box when you come to the page, and it may save you some time. As we scroll down, you'll see we have our Get to Know CO video, which you probably saw during your pre-training, but if you need to refer back to it, we have it linked here so that you can find out who you would need to contact in the office for a variety of things. You can contact any of the Residence Life staff here by just clicking on our names. And then this is also on the homepage where we'll add the year in preview once that's reviewed during fall training. So if you need to know any important dates, it'll be right there on the homepage. Up here on the left-hand side, you'll see kind of our navigation. So we have assignments, calendars, duty and crisis management, forms and reports, housing, opening and closing, resources, training, and then GHG and TPA, which work with our themed housing program. So let's take a look at each of those briefly. So under assignments, you will be able to find rosters, resources on how to use RMS Mercury, which is our new system that we're transitioning to this year. And then also an overview of our assignments processes, how many beds we have on campus, those kind of things is available in this section. Under calendars, you'll find what we call our intranet calendar, and this will have duty information for the graduate hall director on duty, the central office staff member on duty, as well as key residence life and housing processes and dates on it. To see your building specific calendars, you would want to come down here and then click on your area and click through to your building. So that's what that looks like. Under duty and crisis management, you'll see there are two areas here. So there's RA duty and then GHD duty. So if you're an RA, you will only see this top box, and if you're a GHD, you'll be able to see both. In here you can find the crisis management manual, tools and documents for how to write good IRs, duty logs, those kind of things. And then same thing for the GHDs with a little more resources and so forth. Under forms and reports, you can find pretty much any of the forms you may have to submit as an RA. So an incident report, bias report, bridges of the months. We will also be linking the new RA monthly report here. Facility forms are fire alarm report, lockout report, and lock recall request. And then to get to your specific duty logs and program planners, you would click on this and it will take you to a spreadsheet where you can then link through. Some general things for money: business purpose handout, expense voucher, missing receipt affidavit, the request for eCash, which we'll discuss during training, and then some instructions for those folks who have cards in their name specifically. Under housing and facilities, there isn't a whole lot on this front page that you'll find, except for links back to the forums, but under inspections is where you're going to find things every time we do our inspections processes. So in September, November, and March, you'll find that stuff here. Opening and closing, you'll see here the fall 2015 opening information, and the nice thing here is, so right now this shows fall 2015, but as we get closer to winter break, we'll change it to our December closing, and then as we get closer to January opening, and then May closing. So we're able to change out the content on the page to give you what you need when you need it. Under resources, you'll find a number of things. So I would encourage you to come into this folder and kind of look around. Campus information, policies and procedures, and then rosters and numbers. So there's a lot of good stuff in here, so please take a look. Under training, this is where you'll find all the resources that we share or use during training. So all of the presentations that are given during training will be available here, as well as handouts, etc. So come back and check out here. And then under the SDO page is where you'll find information on submitting your staff development opportunities. So we'll talk about those during training, but this is what you would come to submit those, as well as find a list of things that we've seen going on campus that we think would be good staff development opportunities. So we'll talk a little bit further about that during training, but that is all on this page as well. So that is the gist of it. If you ever need access to something that you feel like you don't have, feel free to request it. Typically that's going to come to me, and so I may reach out back and say, hey, why do you need that? It's not typically something we would give to, an RA from South Campus or to an RA, etc. And we can discuss maybe your need for it and so forth. But you should all have access, so I encourage you to go ahead and take a look around and get familiar, because you'll certainly be using that throughout the year. If you have any questions, let your hall director, RLC, or myself know. Thanks!